What's going on, guys? It is me, the Lone Vault Wanderer, and I'm here to thank you for 6,000 subscribers on my channel. My channel just seems to keep growing and I have no idea why. I honestly don't. From the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank each and every one of you for subscribing and supporting me on my channel. It really does mean a lot. So to show you thanks and just to have a bit of a laugh, what follows in this video is the very first video that I made for my YouTube channel. It can still be found on my channel, but I thought I'd just bring it to you now as a new upload, and just to show you how far I've actually come from 0 subscribers to 6,000 subscribers in terms of video quality. So I hope you enjoy, and again, thank you so much for 6,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate it.
How you going, guys? It's the Lone Vault Wanderer, and today I wanted to talk about Fallout 4, specifically the additions and the improvements that the developers can make for the game, moving on from Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I'm not really here to talk about the speculation and rumor whether it's going to be released on the new generations of console, Xbox One and PS4, but I think we can all be pretty much certain, even though it wasn't officially announced or released at E3 this year, I think we can be certain that Bethesda is working on it. This is particularly exemplified in the fact that the developers for Fallout 4 have been putting up blogs and taking in input from fans with regards to what should be added to the game in terms of gameplay mechanics. And that's what I really wanted to touch on today. Particularly with Fallout 4, what I've always wanted to have was a co-op feature. Let's not get that confused with multiplayer. Multiplayer is quite different, and I don't think the type of game that Fallout 4 is suited to multiplayer by any means. I mean, I've seen a lot of game franchises go down that route. Assassin's Creed is one example where after Assassin's Creed 2, they decided to chuck in multiplayer, and I felt it was very forced, and it hasn't blended in well. A lot of people like it, but in my personal opinion, if you've got a good single-player RPG, stick with that, otherwise you'll upset some of your hardcore fans, and in the end, those are the fans that keep your franchise alive, right? So, yes, but let's speak about co-op in Fallout 4, and what I mean by co-op is being able to play the single-player RPG on your own, but if you want, maybe kind of like a Borderlands type gameplay mechanic, having your friends join in and jump in whenever they feel like it. I've always felt like, you know, roaming through the waste, that I'd like to have some company there, and that's exactly why they have companions such as Dogmeat and Jericho and Forks. I mean, if you're one of those companions could be your friend, your real life or Xbox Live friend by your side, you could have a great time in the waste, and I think that would be a great addition to the game. The one thing that I wanted to speak about, which is the most obvious issue with adding co-op to the game, is the VAT system. Now, obviously all you know if you've played Fallout, the VAT system, when initiated, will pause the game so that you can target specific body parts and shoot. So the problem with that is if you're having a co-op feature, going into VATs is going to have to pause the game for your teammate as well. And this is a bit of a conundrum because VATs is such an important and integral feature to Fallout. If it was removed, you would have set a lot of people, and without a doubt, I'm saying you must keep in VATs. But then I'm also saying that co-op would be a nice feature to add in. So it's a bit of a conundrum in that, and you can't really have one and have the other at the same time simultaneously. So I have thought of a couple of ways that they could probably integrate it. First of all, of course, in your single-player RPG, when you're playing on your own, VATs is no problem. That should be in there without a doubt. If they were to integrate co-op into the game, there are two kind of ways that they could probably do that. The first one would be to be able to shut off VATs completely. I mean, it's not getting rid of VATs with a single player, so those hardcore gamers won't be upset because of that. But at the same time, it's going to allow you to play with a friend. And if VATs kind of gets annoying because you have to pause your game when your friend initiates VATs, then that's kind of something you have to deal with if you want to have that co-op feature. But there is another way. I reckon that option, the toggling on and off of VATs, is a good idea. But if you wanted to take it a step further, why not have a feature where if one person wanted to initiate VATS, the co-op player that was in the game with that person, say if it was you and your friend wanted to initiate VATS, as soon as that button is pressed, you as the second player will have an option of going into VATS as well. Or you have the option of accepting your friend going into VATS, so your game will pause while your friend is shooting the VATS system as it normally would, and then once it's done, the game runs back as normal. I know it might be a bit tricky, but I honestly cannot see any other way that VATS could be incorporated simultaneously with a co-op feature. It's a very difficult situation and delicate situation, I might add. So let's say that those are the two main options, either having a toggle on and off feature or having that on and off feature whilst having a feature where one person initiates VATS and then the other has the option of accepting that person's initiation into VATS, and then they can do VATS as normal. And then obviously it'll work both ways. That is the only way I can see VATS working in a co-op system without taking VATS all out of the picture together. And I don't think that should happen. So I'd like to get people's opinion on this. I mean, I know that they have mods for Fallout co-op, but I'm not sure how VATS work in those systems, to be honest, because I don't usually play on the PC. And I have no idea how the mods work. So if there isn't a pre-existing solution to this, or if people have come up with their own solution, put it in the comments below. I would really like to know what people think about this, because I'd love to have co-op, but there's no way that VATS should be going away anytime soon. So thanks. This is my first video as well, so let me know how it went. Cheers.